your head, and I'm gonna make it alright. You're the one that I want. Love temptation is a must. She's got me crazy up in the brain, and it's all because of this touch.
Well, all right. All right, just like that. We're just gonna jump right on in. It's all good. You know, we love Earl. He does what he do. What's up, everybody? It is Friday. It is media exclusive time. Yes, it is on IntellectualRadio.com, iHeartRadio station. I am your girl, Leah Lukey R. And if you are chiming in, please share and share and share this video. Today, we're just gonna get into a lot of stuff that has been out there that we have not really touched on. I mean, I know I briefly spoke about it at one point pertaining to the sex trafficking, so we definitely want to get back into it. It's been mostly a lot of us have heard or known or um, going into it as far as it's been out there. It's been in like foreign countries and everything, but it's definitely hit in Chicago and the States and all this harder than most we've ever seen. So we're gonna definitely jump into that. We're definitely gonna talk about former Superintendent Eddie Johnson. Now, with his situation and the young lady that is now coming up. I don't remember her first name, but I know her last name is Donald, right? Miss Donald. We're gonna call her Donald. Imagine she was supposed to be on his detail team, like she was doing like security work for them or something like that. But the fact that he covered it up, it's like, how can you cover it up when you're the man, what I'm saying, in the eye just as much as anyone else? This is a man who was trying to take down the the French actor we all know and love from Empire, Juicy Smollett. Okay, but you was trying to get him for lying, what I'm saying, to the city of Chicago, and then you turned around and lied to the city of Chicago. It's like, really, how can you call the kettle black and you the one that's yeah? So with that being said, Mayor Lightfoot. Now, a lot of people think that he was just fired and that was it. It actually wasn't like that. He actually got fired in a sense of demotion. He wound up getting demoted to lieutenant for a few days, and then he officially wound up retiring. So, long story short, that's just like in anyone in like government employees or state employees or city employees. When you retire at your top pay or your highest rank, then that's what you'll get your payout for the remaining of your pensions and things like that. But because he was demoted and not a superintendent, he would actually only get the a lieutenant rank and pay on his pension. So that kind of hurt him. He was getting like $260,000 a year, and I'm not quite sure how much lieutenants get paid, but I know they're definitely not within the 200. He may be missing about like another 100 grand from what he was originally already getting. So when you have that and he gets caught, now a lot of people trying to figure out the young lady he got caught with. Now, mind you, she's still with the force. I believe she's still CPD, but they transferred her. He, on the other hand, it wouldn't have probably been as bad if he wasn't caught being intoxicated or slooped over, asleep, or whatever the case may be. And then the way he lied on, like he was taking all these different medicines. Like, you really tried that when you really should have just kept it 100. Maybe went to Lori and discussed the situation. Hey, I've been stressed, and whatever the case may be, and go from there. But now the question is the fact that he has gotten caught, and now of course he's terminated, and then he retired. So actually he just retired as well, as in the midst of him being fired. But now he's doing, like, he's dropping dimes. Like, now he's telling on everyone that has turned the other cheek, who didn't do this, and as far as procedures with these cases and things like that. So now he's pretty much ratting. You dropping dimes and quarters and nickels right now. But why didn't you do that in the midst of you being the superintendent? Why would you wait till like right now to want to do that? Okay, so we're gonna bounce back and forth to the topics that I have today. Like I said, today we definitely talking about the former superintendent and his actions. And what do you guys think about that? For someone who's on the news and doing his conferences, speaking on things about how he's all about the justice of the city. We was rocking with him when he didn't want to support the Trump when he came in. Like, we was cool, and then boom, brother, you hit us with this. Now, I'm not gonna say I'm a particular fan of the man. He had his moments where you just give him that side eye, of course. Just like, me and my man Earl was just discussing, he should have been gone a long time ago. I think he got cocky like most people do and don't feel as though they'll ever get caught with things. And in this case, his own doings is what actually got him to the point where he got caught and his situation happened the way it happened. So he can't really blame anyone for his firing and demotion other than himself. Now let's go ahead and get it popping with something extremely serious right now, which is the sex trafficking. We know it exists, just like racism. We know it exists. It just wasn't as heavy as it is now, like it was then. It's really getting to the point where it's just out there. And it's certain ways that, and then it's not for just women. This is for men as well as children. Like sex trafficking does not have an age restriction. It doesn't have a gender restriction. It is what it is. So if you guys gonna be out late, we party. Chicago's a city where there's events and there's parties. But my thing is, thanks Tracy. I will actually recite that in 1 second. In 1 second, I'll do that. Appreciate that. So my thing is when you're out and about, and I put it on my Facebook. If you guys follow me on, you will know when you're out and about and you see these vehicles, especially trucks, vans that's big, and they kind of box you in. Always pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to where you park. So let's do it if you're outside in the daylight. You know, Never try to keep a lot of money on you. Keep enough where wherever you're going, you can do that. Because if your money is on your card, you can always report it stolen and you can always pretty much get your money back. But if you have cash on you and it's taken, you can't really get that back. And I know it's the Christmas season, it's the holiday season, we're going towards the end of the year. A lot of people is looking for a lot of stuff. We got, the all stars coming in a couple of months. So, be prepared for those who are looking for an easy come up. Sex trafficking is also, going to be even probably heavier because a lot of people is out. A lot of people are in town. It's a lot of outside visitors and things like that. When you go into these events, or let's say you go into the Walmarts to get your shopping on, or your Best Buys, or whatever the case may be, pay attention to where you park. That's number one. And then pay attention to your surrounding vehicles, people that's maybe sitting in cars and just observing, because they can just call. Don't get it twisted. Just because you see a vehicle there doesn't mean, you just look out for those. Look out for those that's on the call doing something suspicious, asking you like the craziest questions. Pay attention, keep it moving. Don't be trying to sit there, have a long talk with conversations with strangers. This ain't that time. Okay. You need something, call 411, 311, whatever you need. You ain't got it. Okay. If you come out with a buggy with a lot of stuff, all right, try to park if you can closer to the entrance. And that's whether it's dark or if it's light. You always want to be somewhere where it can be quick and fast. Keep your keys in your hand in case you need to hit the panic button. All vehicles come with panic buttons. If it does not come with a panic button, then you need to be able to be vocal. Okay, have something in your hand that you can use to protect things. You can always get back. It is what it is. It's about the safety. All right. Vehicles that have those big old bolts. Everyone has seen like the vans that you can get. Any van, just think of a van. If you see a big bolt on the back of it, as well as on the side where the doors open, then you need to not go to your vehicle. You need to call 911. Better safe than sorry. Exit and then take yourself back into wherever you was at, whatever store, gas station, whatever you are. Go in there, call 911, tell them you see a van that could be a potential a harming vehicle, whatever the case may be. However you want to spin it that's fine. Just make sure you're safe. It's all about the safety. All right. If you have mace, great. Conceal and carry, be careful with that because if you have a conceal and carry and your arms, or I mean your arms, but if your hands are full, how you gonna get to it? So now you can give the perp options to take your own gun and hurt you. Okay, so be careful with that. If you don't have things, if you have your conceal and carry with you and you're just walking and whatever, then that's different. Other than that, be careful with that. Try to get earbuds, something that does not have strings. You don't want to have anything where they can use that to choke you or subdue you in any way. So try to think about those if you're able to wear them. All right. Now, when you're out and you're in a dark place, okay, try to park again somewhere where it's very lit, where people can see you and they can see you clear. If anything ever happens and you have your panic button, hit the panic so to bring attention to you. Scream, yell, help, anything you need to get that attention towards you, and hopefully someone can come and help. All right. Now, is these things? I'm not a professional with this, but I mean these are things that you just common sense type of stuff. Okay. Now, if a vehicle parks behind you or they park on the side of you, where the point you can't get out. Do not get out your car and want to be all hardcore and be like, yo, move. Nope. No. Stay in your vehicle. Lock your doors. If you honk the horn and a person still does not go, if you put on the reverse as if hey, maybe they didn't see you, maybe they're trying to get another park and they still don't go. If they come behind you and turn on their beams and blind you, still do not get out the vehicle. Instead, call 911. Okay. The thing is to be safe. They can't get mad at you for calling 911 because you're feeling for your safety. All right. You could, describe the situation. If you can see the vehicle, do that. If you can get a license plate, do that. 9 times out of 10, the license plates is either dummies or there's a stolen vehicle. Either way, do whatever you can. If you happen to, be on the phone with someone, if it's late at night, try to get on the phone with someone. Just let them know, hey, it's dark out. I'm on my way to the car. I just wanted somebody on the phone. God forbid you are to get taken or snatched at that time. Yell out to the person. Hopefully that person's still on the phone. Anything and everything you see with the individuals or your surroundings. I mean, I hate to say it, but some of those facts that was actually in the movie Taken is true. You want to yell out as much as you can to the person that's on the phone in hopes that they can hear you enough to give to the police officer, things like that. The whole point is to not get taken. The whole point is to not get hurt or injured in any way. The purpose is to be safe. And in order to do that, you need to be able to pay attention to all of your surroundings. Vehicles that's on the side of you, if the car is too close to your car and you can't get in it on the driver's side, and then you can probably get in through the passenger, but it's another vehicle that's suspicious. Again, go back into wherever you were at, try to get an escort back out. Most department stores have security officers. Ask them to come out with you. Hey, I feel uneasy. I can't get in through the driver's side of my vehicle. See if they could page. Maybe that person is inside the store. Maybe they can get the license plate. Take the license plates. Try to have something where, we all got these phones that's digital now. Take a picture. You never know. My whole thing is, again, you guys, we're trying to be safe. You can never be too cautious about something that's gonna be potential helping yourself as well as others. There's a lot of stuff that can go on, and a lot of people don't know how to protect themselves in situations. You have to also remember, no matter how much training you get when it comes to defending yourself, when you're actually in that situation, sometimes you freeze and forget. And I'm not saying everyone does that. You may got some people that can, handle the pressure, and then you got those that just like, I can't believe this happened to me, and you freeze and forget all of the stuff that you was trained on, knowing how to do to defend yourself. So just pay attention to the things that's around you. All vehicles, even people. Those would be the most ones that's actually that's more dangerous because they distract you, and they could be a perp and you would not even know. I mean, simple, easy looking going person, somebody's real approachable. You like, oh hey, this, then the third. Next thing you know, someone come up behind you, subdue you, knock you out, whatever the case may be, and then there you go. Keep it moving. You don't need people in your personal space. Hey, I got a question. What's up? And keep it moving as you what's up as you walk. And then if they say, well, you can't, nope, absolutely not. Stranger danger on all ages. Okay, not just us kids. What back? No, it's on everyone. Everyone has a purpose. These people getting paid to subdue people, to distract people, and all that other stuff. Again, same thing with your vehicle. If you which is trending all over Facebook, of course. If your windshield wipers are tied together, again, don't sit up there and try to cut them. Again, you're supposed to call 911. When you do that, um, then you don't have to worry about trying to cut that. Because again, if you up there, let's say you see it on your car, like, oh, what the f, what's going on? This one on my vehicle when I left, went in, boom, there you go. You understand what I'm saying? If it was not like that before you entered the vehicle, I mean, entered the store, okay, then that means something's going on. So that don't mean you go and try to cut it. No, you're supposed to sit in your vehicle, okay, on one. Do not try to do it, because just imagine if you sitting here trying to take this off. You're not paying attention to the things that's going on beside you, around you, behind you, in front of you, because your focus is trying to cut this. And a lot of times people don't have scissors in their car. So what are you going to try to cut it with? You understand what I'm saying? Stop trying to do certain things. If it's fishy, if it wasn't like that when you got in the car this morning to go wherever you're going, and then all of a sudden you see it on there now, come on now. Where's the common sense, people? It's right there. Don't do it. It's a setup. Sex trafficking is real. It didn't hit us harder now. It used, like I said, it was not like it wasn't there, but it's really like just out in the open now. Like, we already knew racism occurred, but guess what? It's all in the open now. So when you have those situations, you guys, let's just think about coming home. Okay, the whole thing. Like, I just heard it was a sex trafficking on 79th Street. That's in Chicago. That's too close. Not saying I wanted it anywhere, but dang, that's too close. Okay. Then you have situations where, like, Like these people now coming to your homes, okay, talking about they comment or they, whatever the case. It's easy to get a uniform. Come on now, it's easy. Uniform store. All I need is a hookup. Okay, logos can get, people. Shout out to my man right here, fashion creator. You can make stuff. All you need is a person to know how to design. You win the money then. All right. So now be careful when if you know for a fact you haven't made an appointment for any of these people to come out. If it's nothing coming in the mail saying that hey, these people is coming out. If it doesn't say it over the news, hey, these people's coming out, then no, you shouldn't be letting anyone in your house to inspect anything. You understand what I'm saying? So again, and you don't have to. Hey, look, I can't do it today. I'm busy. You don't got to open up the door. They have to respect that and be on their way. Now, if they persistent, oh well, I gotta come in, or you need to either call the company that they claim that they work for and ask if it's somebody who's supposed to be coming out. Or again, 911. They can't force you to come in. ComEd can't force themselves to come in, especially if you're in an apartment complex building where the landlord is supposed to let you know, hey, we got ComEd coming out to do this, or whatever company. I'm not just going to, I know it happened with someone trying to perp as a ComEd, but I'm just using them as an example. Whoever needs to get into your actual home, and especially if you're in an apartment building, landlord's supposed to let people know, or it's supposed to be something on the doors or something stating that we have them coming out to check this, that, and the third. But normally they would need to come into your apartment. Now those that have houses, that's a difference. But at the same time, something's supposed to be coming out. Something should be on the news. Something should allow us to know that these people are coming to check whatever it is that they need to check. And most of the time, it still don't need to come in the house. So if you feel as though it's fishy, then go with your gut. 90% of the time, your gut is telling you the truth. Our elderlies that's out there that may not be in tune with a lot of stuff that's going on, talk to them. Call your mom, your dad, your grandparents. Those that's up there in age that may not know what's really going on because they're not as in tune with the news or the social medias and stuff like that. Let them know, help them out, let them get prepared as well, because they are the most ones that's trafficked. Now they won't really use them for sex trafficking, but again, you don't want anyone to be harmed, what I'm saying, in any way. So let's just get the word out. It doesn't hurt to throw something up on the Facebook, like I try to do as much as I can, and pass it around and hoping someone get it, and tell others and stuff like that, because it's all about the safety. It's all about safety. Earl, we don't want nobody to come and get Earl. I love Earl, man. This is my man's. This is my man's 100 grand. So we got to make sure he's safe as well. It doesn't matter what's the gender. We got to make sure everybody's safe. Your kids, I know they at an age now where they can go home and stuff by themselves again. Teach the kids as well. It doesn't matter. It's to the point where they're trying to like really lure them into the vans and just snatch like that. See if they can come home in pairs. Have them on the phone. I know they say kids can't have their phone. No, at this day and age and this time, yes, they need to have phones, pages, all that, satellites on them, everything, so we can make sure we know where they are. They need to call you before they're getting ready to leave out, when they leaving out from school, what stops they did make. Pay attention to their surroundings until they get all the way to the house. Seriously, like it's just that, like these people don't care. They is snatching you in broad daylight on busy streets, coming from a store. It doesn't matter. They don't care. So to prevent that, and that's all it is a snatch. And then they can ditch the vehicle, or they can ditch the license plates, and they gone. Okay, so they have people waiting to ship them to a whole another place and everything. So you don't want that. So you guys just pay attention to that. And if you guys have any tips that you can help people to prevent any harm, whether it's sex trafficking, adoption, anything, just drop the comments, put them on your page, share them, or whatever it is that you need to do. Please, by all means, do it. I love y'all. Y'all always rocking with me. I will never, 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 never want to hear that something happened to anyone of y'all, just as much as I will hope y'all don't want nothing happen to me. All right, let's bring it back to the young super. Let's bring it back to the super. All right, because I just don't understand. So you leave a party now, right? Now imagine he said, or was it like did he have like kidney problems, something like that? So I know he had like a condition, because we've seen him on the news, channels were doing the little conferences, and he didn't just like passed all the way out almost and stuff like that, and fainted because of stuff that he got going on with him. But to be drinking, and then you supposed to be on all this different kind of medicine. I don't care if it was a sip. When you have that type of medicine going on, they really They really try to have you not drink at all, if possible, because it may impact the way the medicine works. So if that is the case, okay, then he gets caught with this young lady. And allegedly, I heard he was supposed to be married. All right. But he gets caught with this lady. I don't know why they made that a bigger thing. You know, it's like one thing if he's caught because he was intoxicated and they found him slumped over, whatever the case may be. But I don't know why it was a big deal for them to pretty much tell about the young lady that was allegedly with him. All right. Because they say it was on a body cam when he was pulled over. Well, not pulled over, but when they approached the vehicle that they have it on the body cam. But if that's the case, why expose that part of it? Okay, he got caught. The toxicology says that he was this and he was that, but that's cool. But I mean, a lot of people feel like he pretty much got what he deserved because it was how it happened. It wasn't a sense that it was the fact that he was drinking because he's a grown man, but it was just like how, like you going, and I think it all went back to, um, what's up, Sid? That he was going so hard on Jussie Smollett. Is that he made it almost like his duty to get him, what I'm saying, these charges on him, which by the way they're still pending, but they wanted these charges on him. They wanted to get him for all the stuff that they did, the investigation, the money they put behind it to find out what was going on, and then for him to have lied allegedly. It really fueled the former superintendent. So now it's like, okay, now you lied, which I don't think his lie was that really big. Like, it happens. You grown. I know a lot of police officers that didn't got pulled over with DUIs because they was intoxicated. But in his case, I think it's because he went on TV and lied. And then even Mary Lightfoot, even she said it like, "Yo, you even lied to my face about it. You could have just told him like, look, this is what's going on. This what had happened. I had too much fun. The party was lit, whatever the case may be." And they put him out on like a temporary suspension or something. Then he would have came back, and then he could have retired as a superintendent versus being demoted as a lieutenant. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of little cut right there. I know later I'm gonna go ahead and drop the digits on that, but $260,000 for a lie. You lost all that because you lied. Are you serious, my boy? I almost said it. I almost said it, y'all. But that's my whole point. You can't sit there and risk your job over some booty. Earl, would you risk your job over some booty? He said no, y'all. It was, but you grew from it though, right? You didn't do a R. Kelly. That's the bottom line. The purpose of me saying that little jab right there was because when you mess up on the first time, when you lose your job or jeopardize something the first time, and you got away, you're not supposed to repeat it. That's what a jab of the whole you didn't do an R. Kelly because he could have got away with it and been done with it, but apparently ego and arrogance. Now look at him. Okay, and it's even crazy. Like as much as I don't like to jump back on Kels because I know I didn't hit him up a few times on my lives about him, but now he got even more going on. It's a lot of stuff with the girlfriend. I really wish the girlfriends would just stay out of the media. I think they're hurting him even more. Although he's already locked up, I think they're hurting him even more. Now, if the stuff is really true with Jocelyn, I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it's true, but if it is the case that's going on with, if that was her, I don't know. A lot of people saying the money is running out. I believe the money is already ran out because now he's still doing. Um, he said, "Cook 'em." It's like he's still doing little stuff, and then she's like, the money is running out. But you gotta remember, his money was never really all his because of the contracts. A lot of people don't understand. He may have some money. Now we're not gonna sit here and say he's just broke, broke, broke. No, he got some money. Now his contracts, allegedly, I heard he was supposed to redo his contracts in order for him to get his masters, and that would have gave him money. But I think from what I heard from sources that it didn't work before he got locked up. So basically they wasn't able to do it, and then of course he got dropped from the label. I don't know if he's still able to try to get his masters. I'm hoping that they are still his lawyers that he still do have is still trying to get him that money, those royalties, the stuff that he deserves. Let's be honest. I may not like him as a as a person with the bad stuff that he's done, because I don't know him personally. But if you're going off like the stuff that we've read, the testimonies and like certain things, then of course you'll grow to not like him as a person, but as a genius when it comes to music, come on, that's a different story. Two different things going on right now. So yeah, I definitely rock the music, even though they say it's subliminal messages in them. But hey, that's I'm 41, y'all. I grew up on the man's music. What can I say? What can I say? I can't deny that. All right. But yes, it's a lot of stuff that we all need to take accountability for, and it doesn't matter the title. It doesn't matter who the individuals are. If you're able to save a life, you guys share that knowledge. Let people know like, hey, look, there's ways to still have fun, but still be able to pay attention. If y'all out there and you getting wasted, come on now. That means your your vision to be a little slurred. You can't really see much and stuff. So that means you can't pay attention to your surroundings. People looking for that. They looking for that when you out. Women, please be careful. People taking people Ubers. Like, hey, look, y'all done seen the same stories I done seen on TV. Y'all done seen the same stuff I done seen on my Facebook Live. It is real out here, and I'm trying to do any and everything I can to help and protect y'all the best way that I can. You feel me? But I have to. It has to start with you guys too. You know what I mean? You'll see the stuff way before I see it. So pay attention to the things that you're doing in your surroundings. I mean, like I said, they snatch at people and don't care. They snatch it and do not care. Do you hear me? They don't care. So if they don't care, you should care. You know what I mean? Do whatever it is you need to do to make sure you are healthy. Make sure you're doing everything to keep you safe. All right? Because I mean, if I was a perp and I'll go out and and imagine perps can be regular people, regular people. All right. I'm not saying me. I ain't going. I can't be a bottom chick. I can't go to jail and be a bottom chick. Earl, I can't do it, bro. I can't. You can't have me like that. You feel me? I like my freedom. You know what I'm saying? I like to be able to come and talk to you guys, and we keep it 100 on these shows. So it's like when you had that situation, you know what I'm saying? If you want to take classes to protect yourself, do that. Do that. But also let them teach you how to protect yourself when you're in a state when you don't want to lock up and forget. See, that's something they can't really teach you, is that when you're in a position where you got all this training, like I was saying earlier, and then you out there and something happens to you and you forget it. It happens because your mind is not really technically equipped to handle it. You're not in the combat every day to handle it. This is something that you're learning to do. Doesn't mean it's something that you actually do. So you guys need to know the difference in that. And when you go into these self defense classes, you need to learn how to handle the situation when it actually happens beyond the training. You get what I'm saying? That's a lot of stuff right there. That's a lot of stuff people don't get. And I had a few classes when I was doing security some years ago, and they would try to show you and tell you things that self-defense, but yet they never tell you how to actually handle it when you're actually in the situation mentally, because physically you'll have it. It's the mental part. You need that mental part to also work with your physical. Sometimes you're not able to do that, and that's a problem. Okay, sex trafficking, you guys, started, like I said, in the foreign, the foreign countries. All right, you're looking like China, Bangladesh, those type of, because they was looking for the way to earn money, and they would give sell the ladies or the young ones off and make the money. Here in the states, it's the same, but some people look at it more so as prostitution. Now up that a little bit, so you have those, that's the prostitute, and then you have now a bigger scale, because now you can have those women going to different countries and being sold. See, that's the whole thing about the sex trafficking, is the money you're getting for those that's pure, meaning virgins, that don't have tattoos, stuff like that's they're young in their eyes, they're pure. It goes off of like how much you can get when you have a young person who's never experienced intimacy with anyone. Do they already do drugs, stuff like that? They have a system, and for each system is a price. If you're 18 and younger and never had sex, you're actually one of the highest bids. You know what I mean? Now, let's say you're a little older and you're active. You may not get as much. So they determines who will buy you and who will be the first. So if someone is, let's say, a millionaire in another country, because man, they sell you, And hey, they have they that I'll call it the black book of people who want certain stuff. It's like an order. Like if you go up there, hey, McDonald's or Burger King, you place your order. It's the same way with them. They place an order. I want this person. Excuse me. I want her to look like this. I want it to not have this. I want her to be a virgin, and preferably, they all want them to be virgins because it's more money, and they feel like they'll be the first, and it's all about the pain that's inflicted. So when we did studies in this when I was going to law school, and we had like we was trying to do behavioral science within it, and it's crazy how people think and how they look at people, and they look at it in the sense of, like I said, they look at it in the sense of value and what they're getting. You know what I mean? Like you want to go to the store, you want to get the best chicken, you want to get the best fish. They looking at people just like that. What is the best I can get for my money? And that is insane that you would actually look at someone like that as more of a, not of a profit, but as something you can get, but not in a positive way. That is insane. That is crazy insane. All right, so we got comments flowing right now. Let me go ahead and grab some. So this is about the superintendent. So he said the average police sergeant salary in Chicago, Illinois is 77,920 as of August 27th, 2019, but the range typically falls between 62,807 and 87,014. Salary ranges can widely be dependent on many important I lost it already. Factors including education, certifications, additional skills, the number of years you have spent in your profession according to the salary. Now, with that being said, I get that. I think Eddie Johnson had 13 years, I believe, or so on the force. So that's probably how he wound up getting the 260,000. So 13 years, probably beginning salary, and then whatever skills he had. So it's probably about right. He was already at close to like 80 grand. And then within the 13 years or so, it probably, raises and bonuses or whatever case may be, kind of upped himself to about 260,000. But still, that's a lot of money that he's no longer going to be seeing. So that's very sad. You said that he earned 260, which is what I was saying as of 2017 as a superintendent. Correct. So that's what he was making for the most part. Now, whatever he's going to retire on is something completely different. All right, Ill Skills, what's up, my brother? You said yes. Please be safe this season. I'm sorry. Be smart and know your surroundings. Absolutely, and that's in anything. It's not even just necessarily about it being the season or the holiday season or whatever. It's really at any given time. Even given time. Those that's working early in the morning, those that work afternoon shifts, those that work night shifts. At the end of the day, watch your surroundings. Don't never walk outside as if it won't beat you. Okay, because any one of us could be a target. Okay, so that is that. Hello everyone. I see all y'all watching. Thank you. Share this video. If you are still logged on, share this video, please. Um, Sis Sharon, you said it's very scary times, and it is, and it's just like it seemed like it's just worse, and I don't know what it is. It may get better probably in another lifetime. We might not ever see it in our lifetime, but we're hoping at some point things get resolved, things and people who are perps get caught in a timely manner, and they don't continue to hurt people. That's the whole outcome. That's what we're hoping, we're praying. So yeah. Um yes, Sharon, you said he does need to serve time. And he does. And hopefully he might. And I'm assuming you're talking about Kales, if that's what you're talking about. But if so, he does. I believe at some point, everything takes its course. I really wish at some point, if he was proven innocent the first time around when the whole Aaliyah thing came out and the sex tape, then that could have been something he could have just walked away and probably never would have got convicted of. Now they're actually saying they're trying to come at him again because they saying that he basically bribed the system to marry Aaliyah. So that's his new charge, you guys. I mean, dad, Kales is just a never ending story with you, my brother. So now they're saying that he basically bribed the courts for them to get maybe some illegal documents or whatever the case, or legal documents, so he can marry at that time 15-year-old Aaliyah. So if that's the case, we'll be checking him out again in the news because that'll be his next charge on top of the charges he already has. So I don't know what's up with bro, y'all. If this ain't looking good, like Earl, like well, all these cases, I mean, not cases, but charges coming up against Kels. I don't see him ever getting out. It's like, and the ones that they going after, man. Now the one with Aaliyah, that could really get him though, because we all know that he was legally married. We all saw the paperwork, which is why his family, I mean her family, asked for the annulment. I mean, you can't really lie about that one. Now I don't know how much of Sparkle's niece is really supposed to. I heard testify. I heard. I didn't really see anything. I haven't heard anything else about it. At one point, I did hear that she was actually going to talk, and we will. If that was the case, it's nothing else. It's nothing else. It's nothing else to talk about. Now, a lot of people keep saying it wasn't R. Kelly, that it was somebody, one of the girls, and a boyfriend of hers or whatever. But I don't know, y'all. Yeah, why would they say that this will be the sex tape, right? I'm just saying. I'm going back from what people were saying that wasn't him on the original sex tape. All right. So let's just indulge on that for a second, right? Do I have some time? I got a little time. So if that was not him on the sex tape, and they're saying that it was somebody, a female, and her boyfriend, that's crazy because that dude looked just like Hales. I mean, that VHS tape was a little fuzzy, but come on now, you gonna sit there and have a whole sex tape in my house, or you have somebody have a sex tape in your house? It's your house. So why would you, as famous as you are, okay, as popular as you are, have someone do a sex tape that looks slightly like you? I'll say slightly because we wasn't here in your house, and then release it later and say it's the R. Kelly sex tape. Makes any sense? And does that make sense to y'all? I'm being 100. Does that make sense to any of y'all? Now y'all know me. People that's on my live right now, y'all know me. Y'all done rocked with me. Y'all love me. Would y'all allow me to have a sex tape filmed at your crib? Let's be honest. Let's keep it 100. And I'm talking about as far as being on the statute that you are on. All right, you the man. Like, people would have made kids off of you, literally, and then you gonna have a sex tape in my house? Nah. Y'all gonna have to come better with that one with me, man. I'm gonna dissect it all. It don't make absolutely no sense. Stop saying that was somebody and a boyfriend. So why y'all didn't go to a hotel? Why would you go all the way to Kale's crib and have the sex scene going on up in there? Stop playing with me. Stop it. Y'all doing too much. Not to mention, I've had my own forces. I mean, my own sources. That's kind of like, yo, that was brother. All right, but again, I wasn't there. So even those people that's telling me that was him, I can't believe y'all like that because I don't know. I wasn't there. Now y'all was there allegedly. So hey, everything that I'm speaking on is allegedly because we was never there. We'll probably never know the truth until the truth actually presents itself. Whenever it's going to present itself. First off, Sharon, don't say hell no like that. Okay, okay. Don't do me. All right. It's possibilities. You might have would have wanted me to have a sex tape filmed in your crib. You probably got some nice drapes or something. No, I'm just playing. No, but you're right. Absolutely no. I wouldn't. I don't care who you are. Family member, close friend, industry friend. You could be Earl, and this is my right hand over here, man. No, you couldn't even be Earl, man. You couldn't even do it. So, absolutely not. The bottom line of all this is, you guys, pay attention to everything you do, and the people that's coming into your life as well. You got a lot of people that's hating on us too now. You got a lot of people that don't want that success. They got a lot of people who do not want that with that same individual, and they texting a whole nother person, and next thing you know, you could get set up. All right, we still, don't get it twisted. We still looking for the missing young ladies that I done spoke about on my show. We still looking for them. We hoping that they come up. But it's a lot of the stories, y'all, don't make sense. So it's kind of hard to kind of put pinpoints on things when it's so many holes. It's just so many of them. All right. But I don't wanna, not go without telling y'all, if y'all haven't already been rocking, y'all already know, next week Friday, people. Next week Friday, right here on this channel on Intellectual Radio, Media Exclusive, your girl Leah Lukey R. I will be interviewing Beyonce's dad, Mr. Knowles. Matthew Knowles, y'all. He got a new book out. It's called Destiny's Child: The Untold Story. And it's a 256-page book. Whoa, and they sent it to me in the ebook. So y'all already know that seems like a long read, but I'm already in it. It's already looking really good. I'm seeing some juicy stuff already. So if you have any questions, let me know. Hit me up. Put him in my inbox preferably, because once he's on the line, I won't really be looking too much at my Facebook lives the day of this interview, because I'll be too busy focusing on trying to make sure I get as much information as I can I can about this book out. There are some restrictions. I spoke to the PR. I'm not going to be able to talk about. So if y'all already know certain things that's going on with him, just know 90% of the time, I'm not going to be able to ask those type of questions. But if it's pertaining to the book, which is on Amazon right now, so if you guys want to go ahead and copy it, I think it's like $10, I believe. Go ahead and grab it. He got new music, so I'll have two snippets of some samples that he has for us. So I'll definitely be rocking those so y'all can hear them. And I'm excited. I'm excited to actually be able to talk to the man. I want to talk to him, ask him some stuff, and hopefully, the book doesn't really take up too much. I'm hoping that it doesn't take up too much of the questions that I really want to ask him outside of that. Again, I got to send my questions to his publicist to make sure they're within the guidelines that I'm supposed to ask him. I know Earl was telling me at one point he was on the show, but you know what? He wasn't on my show. He wasn't on my show. He wasn't on my show. Okay. So he's on my show. All right. And then, again, you guys, I hope y'all had a great Thanksgiving. Y'all didn't give me no food. It's all good. I still love y'all. Christmas is around the corner, so you guys will definitely be chopping it up with me before the Christmas. If y'all got some New Year's resolutions, you definitely will see me again before the New Year. So we'll be talking about that on the show. Parties again. It's that season, so be careful. Uber drivers as well. They now have an app that's gonna be out for you guys to keep safe. If something's going on, you're supposed to hit the Uber app and do some clicking and some calling and some something to make sure. Again, it's all about the safety. I don't think they should have brought this Uber out without having some safety precautions. Instead, they just threw it all out. All right, and because of that, look where it's gone. All right, we didn't had killings, robbings, rapes. I mean, all of these Ubers and Lyfts and all that. So again, you guys, be careful, please. Please be careful. I don't know how else I can stress that. All right, but just know next week is definitely gonna be a bomb show. I'm excited. I cannot wait. I can't ask anything about Beyonce, Jay-Z situation, none of that. Although I did hear, if y'all haven't, one of alleged Beyonce's. I know this is pretty much off the subject, but it was juicy. I had to tell you, I was real juicy. Allegedly, the person who used to be a friend of Beyonce, and it's on my Facebook page right now, said that she had she wasn't a nice person. Okay, I'm not gonna get into the search details. You just go on my page and check it out. But again, I will never know. I'm hoping that at some point, me getting it with the dad, and he treat me like a daughter from a distance. I don't know, and then invite me over to some potlucks. I don't know. We have to see it. Maybe it'll be Matthew, then the next person will be Tina, and then the next person, we get. We're gonna trickle down. All right, I'll even go ahead and get with the kids. Blue Ivy just won her first award anyway. So let's just go on and just get the whole family. Let's just do what we do. All right. So with that being said, y'all have any other questions, please drop them in my inbox if you want me to, speak them towards Friday's interview with Matthew Knowles. Definitely let me know. Again, his book is out. Amazon, go ahead and cop it. 256 pages. Should be juicy. I mean, it's the untold story. So we're gonna get it all, especially with the group name that used to before was Destiny Child. He breaks it down on how they actually came up with the actual name. It's dope. I mean, I'm reading it right now, so I'm very, very much so in tune. Let me go ahead and give y'all shout outs. I see y'all definitely rocking with me. Again, share the video. Share. That's all I ask. Just share the video. You never know, I may touch a soul other than yours. All right. So Shane, what's going on? I see you, Shane Williams in the building. Tracy, I see you. Tamika, Teague, Samuel Lindsay, Mary Green, what's going on? Sean Cuzzo, I miss you out there in Atlanta. Lisa, I see you, baby. James Rowe, Jackie, I see you. Christina, Leon Lyles, John, Santori, I see you, baby. That's a long time. There's a lot of people I ain't seen on here in a minute. Dante Hall, Crossy Curtis. I think I'm hoping I said that night. Is that right? Eric Turner, Amaya, Amirel, Ill Skills, aka Eddie. I see you, LaShawn. Hey there. Michelle Smith, Maria, Leslie, what's up, cuz? Tanya, what's up, bestie? Kevin DJ Papa. Sharon says, I see you. Sinja told me to tell you what's up. Sinja William. Yeah, okay, all right. Just make sure we was understanding it. Tamiko, I see you. And who else we got? Yvette. Oops, sorry, you guys. Auntie Teresa, I see you. So yeah, so that is pretty much what it is, you guys. I'm not gonna hold you too much because next week it'll be here before you know it. I love y'all. Y'all can always chop it up with me on all of my social medias and media exclusive. Shout out to my man Ali. Couldn't be with me today, but you know he's always there in spirit. Wanda, where you at? I don't see you, but I know you out here somewhere. Got my man Earls on the ones and twos. Make sure y'all can hear me good. And then, of course, media exclusive every Friday, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. I got another treat, but I'm not going to talk about it right now. Sorry about that. Allergy season, what should I say? Other than that, hey, look, next week, same time, he will be actually on at 12:15, so that'll give me enough time to kind of like bring him in, discuss a few things before he actually gets on, and then all that good stuff. Nicole, I see you. Hey, baby, I see you just chimed in. Share this video, please. Earl, we got some music and stuff on the out. Oh, he playing me some good music on the out. So get at me, man. Intellectual Radio, y'all. iHeartRadio station. It's your girl, Leah Luki R. Hit me up on all the social media. Y'all know I'm in the building. Media exclusive. Say the name, know the name, remember the name. Share this video.
When it catches your eyes, the cutest face. You're the one that I want. Love attempt to gain your trust. I'll take this chance to call you out. Passionate, can't get enough. I'll show you what I'm about. If you promise to do the same, you got me going in all directions. You got me going insane. You're the one that I want. Love and what becomes of this. We'll conversate through wide connection as I fantasize your kiss. So fly, that lady's so fly.